What's up everyone, it's Kelly and today I've got another swatch review for you. So today we are talking about the brand new limited edition collab from Holo Taco and DavidsTea. But before we get into that, if you haven't heard of Holo Taco before, they are a nail polish brand created by YouTuber Christine of Simply Nailogical, and all their polishes are 10 free, meaning they are free of 10 of the potentially harmful ingredients that can be found in nail polish. They're vegan, meaning they do not use any animal derived ingredients, and they're also cruelty free, meaning they do not test their products on animals. So in this collection, we've got 4 brand new nail polishes in a variety of different finishes. We've got a cream, we've got a crushed hollow, we also have a foil, and then we have a cruelty with glitter in it. They also released a limited edition mug, which I'll show you at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, let's just dive into the swatches, then we can talk more about pricing, availability, all that good stuff. So roll the swatches. Okay, so as with all of my swatch and review videos, I am using base coat underneath all of my swatches just to protect my natural nail and prevent any stains. Today it's the Orly Bonder base coat. So I'll start off with the cream finish of the collection. This is DavidsTeal, and this is the iconic DavidsTea color in a cream formula. And as you can see, immediately upon that first stroke on my nails, I could see this was such a creamy and opaque formula. I ended up doing 2 coats for full coverage, but I feel like on my nail length, I could get away with doing 1 coat if I use a thicker coat of polish. So I was really impressed with that. Super smooth, super easy to work with, and I do love their wide flat brushes that they have now. It makes application so much easier. Next up, we have the shade Pearl Gray, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous about this one because I feel like my experience with these lighter shades tends to be hit or miss, but this was another one that I just instantly fell in love with as soon as I started applying it, and that's because this one I feel like would work really well as a topper, which I'm gonna show you in a second. But first, let's talk about the color itself. It's this sheer white gray cruelty that is totally packed with hollow sparkle, slightly larger hollow hex glitters, and then we also have a reflective shimmer running throughout. So here's what it looks like in 3 coats. I feel like the opacity is very smooth and consistent across my nails. I didn't get any patchiness, which was really nice. You can definitely still see a little bit of visible nail line, but I honestly love that look for a little bit of a cruelty sheer vibe. But what I was most excited about was seeing this as a topper, like I said. So I applied it over DavidsTeal and I totally loved it. I feel like this is going to be so much fun to play around with and layer. So definitely enjoyed that. I love how sparkly it is, and I feel like in 1 coat it's also just like a very soft, neutral, sparkly vibe. Then we have the shade Steep Dreams, and this is their crushed hollow formula, and this is one that has an extra shimmer in it as well. So it reminded me of their Rock Candy collection, and this is an interesting color because the base is more of this navy blue leaning almost teal kind of color, but then we have this crushed hollow sparkle in it as well as a really intense blue sparkle that kind of brightens it up and makes it more of a saturated color. So I thought that was really fun. I love the way that it looks in 2 coats. It's very wintry and deep to me. And last but not least, we have what ended up being my favorite of the collection. This is Teal with it. So we've got that minty green teal color, but this time it's in a foil formula. So it was a little bit sheer on the first coat, but I ended up getting full coverage in 2 on my nail length. If you have longer nails, you might need a 3rd, but I loved this one. I feel like it gave such consistent coverage across the nail. I was worried it was going to be a little bit patchy, but it ended up being really great. And we also have a little hollow sparkle running throughout, so you can especially see around the cuticle area that it has that little rainbow sparkle going. So I really loved this one. I thought it was such a fun formula, and I don't know if they've done this finish before, but I would love to see a collection of just this finish because I think it's really fun. So here are all the polishes together, and I have to say I really love this color story. I love the blue, green, teal vibes with a little pop of gray, but I feel like this is just so perfect for this time of year because we get that sort of January feel from these colors, but we also get a little bit of saturation from having like the bright blue shimmer or having that really intense saturated teal cream shade. So it's kind of a nice mix of being saturated but also feeling like these sort of wintry, cold colors to me. So I ended up really enjoying these, and I always tend to stray towards this color scheme, so I thought it was really fun. But you know, I always love when they do this sort of mixed finish kind of collection, so let's talk a little bit more about that. So those are the polishes, and I have to say I really enjoyed these. I know I always mention this, but I love the Holo Taco collections that have a lot of variety in finish, and I think that this was a really great one because it showed off so many different styles of polish that they do really well. I was really impressed impressed by the opacity of these, especially the cream. That one I feel like I could get away with wearing in one coat, and I have a feeling it's going to be really good for nail art. And I don't know if I've ever tried a foil finish from Holo Taco, but I really enjoyed that formula as well. So now let's talk a little bit more about this mug. Like I said, they released this limited edition steeping Nordic mug for the collab. It's honestly super gorgeous. It has this black outside with the little Holo Taco symbols, and it is actually holographic. Then we've got the gorgeous teal interior, and it does come with a little steeper and a lid as well. I do want to make a quick note though, it is not dishwasher or microwave safe, but it's really gorgeous and I love the little details on it. So now let's get into pricing and availability. All of these polishes are limited edition and they are exclusively available on the Holo Taco website. They all come in the usual 12 milliliter bottles, and they do feature a wide flat brush that has a rounded tip, so application's really easy. And the price does vary based on the formula. So the cream finish retails for $12 USD and the specialty finishes retail for $14 USD each. We also have the limited edition mug. This is currently sold out on the Holo Taco website, but it is currently available on the DavidsTea website as of the filming of this video, and this retails for $30 USD. But yeah, that is it for my review on these. I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you think of the collection? Are you planning on picking any of these up, or have you already? Are you planning on picking up the mug? Let me know in the comments. We can chat about it. If you enjoy my swatch and review videos, I would really appreciate if you could give it a like. That helps me out so much. And if you're not subscribed, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe. I love you all, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye. Today's would you rather question is, would you rather ruin the surprise for a surprise party or show up in costume to a black tie event? I feel like this is a very easy one for me because I don't think I could ever get over it if I ruined a surprise for someone's surprise party. I would have to dress in costume for a black tie event. And I feel like that is almost like excusable in a sense that it could be like a funny, unexpected thing. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like that could be excused and it would almost just be like a funny, like dress up situation, whereas ruining a surprise is kind of messing up someone's effort to have like a secret party for someone and like ruining everything they put into that. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say costume at a black tie event. I feel like it's almost similar. I don't know if anybody's been through this, but when you work in an office and on Halloween, if you dress up and nobody else is dressed up. One time I wore a onesie, an Eeyore onesie. I was the only person in my office who dressed up, and I did have a meeting with the CEO. So that was kind of weird, but he thought it was funny, so it was fine. But yeah, let me know what you would do in the comments, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.